F1 Premium Grand Prix. Today's race is brought to you by Spoolheads Racetracks, the best racetracks on the web. And there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Nico Hülkenberg, better known as the Hulk.
He's our point leader, sitting comfortably in the top with 10 points.
Well, he looked strong in round number 1. Let's see if he can hold it for round 2. The other 5 drivers taking notes on his strategy. Let's see if they can hold it together.
Our next driver is Flying Finn, driving for Team Kick, and take a look at that. Getting some tips from the legendary Big Cat before the race. I don't know if that's ethical.
Yeah. Our next driver is TIE Fighter Zandor for Team Williams, pacing back and forth in front of his car. Not sure if he drank too much coffee or he's just jamming out.
Well, either way, he's wired up and ready to roll. Next up is Mad Max for Stacken for Team Red Bull. Usually his energy matches his hair, but looking a little flat today.
Next up is the Gasman, representing Team Alpine with an impressive track time of 24.82.
Some say he's the dark horse in the championship battle. And our last driver is Last Lap Mando, driving for Team McLaren, having a little chat with the team owner. I'd hate to be that guy.
Yeah, that's the big boss. All 6 drivers continue to run on the medium aero disc wheels. No pit stops yet, but they can make one at any time during the tournament.
Now, taking a look at the conditions out on the track here at Pikes Peak, there is a chance for thunderstorms that could pose some problems in the DRS zone.
And as we kick off lap number 1, sitting in the pole position is the Gasman. To his right, Mad Max for Stacken. Row number 2 is Zandor and Mando. And row number 3, the Hulk and Flying Finn. And it's lights out here at Pikes Peak. All 6 drivers exiting the Spoolheads Bridge, making their way down through Loveland Ski Resort, through the Eisenhower Tunnel, and the Gasman in the lead in P1. P2 is Zandor. P3, the Hulk battling it out with Mad Max, who now drops down into P5. Whoa, and the Hulk makes an incredible pass on Zandor. Currently in the lead is the Gasman with a track time of 24.83.
Well, what an incredible first lap to round number 2. Taking a look back on this replay, the Gasman secures his pole position, and keep your eye on the DRS zone, especially Mad Max, as he opens his flap to make the pass on the Hulk. But the Hulk saw it coming, and it was too little too late for Mad Max, as it dropped him down not into P4, but to P5. And then take a look at the Hulk as he makes an incredible pass on Zandor on the inside. That is why he is our points leader. I'm telling you, the Hulk is a force that all these 5 drivers are going to need to keep an eye out for if he continues this pace.
And as we make our way into lap number 2, taking a look at the starting grid, in the pole position we have Zandor, and to his right, Mando. Row number 2 is the Hulk and Flying Finn, and row 3 is the Gasman and Mad Max. And they're off. All 6 drivers staying fairly close together as they round the mountain turn. Zandor in the lead with the Hulk behind. Gasman trailing behind into the merge. P1 is Zandor, and the Hulk continues to follow. Oh, we have a challenge to the 270 turn for P2 between the Gasman and the Hulk. Can the Hulk fend him off down to the finish line? Currently in the lead is Zandor. P2 is the Hulk. Whoa. And P3.
Wait, hold up.
It looks like it was Mando.
Yeah.
Wow. The pep talk from the team owner really must have inspired Mando as he pulled out that P3 position right before the finish line. That was incredible.
Well, if Mando can keep it up, there may be hope for him in this tournament. Now, take a look at the Skycam. Look at that battle between the Gasman and the Hulk for P2. It continues on down through the turns, but the Hulk does a great job at fending him off, and I think it may have rattled the Gasman, because take a look at our finish cam. He gets sideways, loses traction, and opens the door for Mando to squeak on through. Those are some much needed points that Mando just robbed from the Gasman. And as we move into lap number 3, sitting in the pole position is Flying Finn, and to his right, the Gasman. Row number 2, Mad Max, and the Hulk, and row 3, Mando and Zandor.
And it's lights out with the advantage goes to the green kit car. Flying Finn, let's see if he can hold it down through the turns. Into the Eisenhower Tunnel, he leads the pack. Into the merge, and the Gasman takes first, and the Hulk takes P2. Are you kidding me? Flying Finn trying to recover, but the Hulk is flying down crazy Jimmy style. That's how you get it done. Now he's challenging the Gasman down to the finish. Whoa! That was a photo finish. What is the results? The Hulk takes P1 Are you kidding me?
Wow, I have no words. So let's take a look back on this replay. In the DRS zone, the Gasman and the Hulk both open their flaps and make a risky move on Flying Finn, but they get up in front, and then really where the Hulk shines is he flips around Crazy Jimmy style. And you know what they say, when you flip around,
Yeah, you just keep going down.
And as they make their way down to the finish line, and the Hulk makes another pass on the outside, not the inside. And look at the photo finish. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. This may be one of the best laps I've ever seen in F1 racing.
Whoa, there's the thunder, and here comes the rain. It was in the forecast, and it is raining cats and dogs out on the track. Currently in P1 for lap number 4 is Mad Max. We'll see if this is to his disadvantage or advantage, but I'd imagine this is going to be some sloppy driving out on the track. And as those drivers round the turn down through the tunnel, watch out, here comes Sandor to take P1, P2 to the Gasman, and the Hulk takes P3. What a humiliating race for Mad Max as he drops to P4. Oh, and the Hulk almost crashes out, hitting a wet spot on the track as they make their way down to the finish line. Limping in, here comes Sandor to barely take first place by a tail. My goodness.
All I gotta say is these drivers were flirting with disaster. Taking a look back on this replay, what an incredible move by Zandor. But he comes into the merge with so much speed. He hits a wet spot and skids out. All 6 drivers doing their best to try and hold it together. And as they come out of this 270 turn, keep your eye on the Hulk. He gets sideways and gets a little help from Mad Max. That was almost a complete wipeout for our points leader. Wow, these drivers were very lucky in lap number 4.
Oh, for sure. I mean, take a look at Flying Finn there. The rain is this guy's kryptonite, barely finishing the race. And we still have some rain in the forecast. It looks like it's starting to let up. We'll see what happens in race number 5. Sitting in the pole position is the Hulk, and to his right, Flying Finn. Drivers making their way down the mountain, and the Hulk already pushing out into the front, getting ahead with the rest of the pack. Right behind him, the Gasman, as they increase their lead out in front of the other 4 drivers. They cannot even keep up as they're making their way down to the finish line. The Hulk and the Gasman continue to lead P1 and P2, and P1 goes to the Hulk with a 24.36 track time.
Well, I think we all know who excels on the wet track. The Hulk and the Gasman absolutely obliterating the other 4 drivers as they dominate down through the track. Take a look at this replay. These drivers are straight as an arrow even though the track is wet. Even with some rain still coming down, these drivers are flying. Maybe they need to drive more often in the rain, I don't know. But take a look at that. That's a brand new track time for this round, 24.39, which means the Hulk may have just earned himself an extra point to his overall score. Now look at Flying Finn. He is all over the place. Obviously, Finn does not do well on the wet track.
Well, before we move into our last and final lap, let's go ahead and take a look at those scores. The Hulk in the lead with 26, the Gasman with 24, Zandor with 20. Tied for 12 is Mad Max and Flying Finn, and in last place, Mando with 11.
Hey, take a look at that. The sun's out, which means guns out. Mando will take the pole position for our last lap, number 6.
All 6 drivers making their way down Pikes Peak. Mando trying to use his pole position for the advantage as he holds P1 into the tunnel, and here comes the Hulk to make the pass, ripping it away from Mando, taking P1. Mando fends off Zandor for P2, and a battle for P3 between Zandor and Flying Finn. The Hulk continues to lead the pack uncontested, Crazy Jimmy style, and he takes first place.
Well, there's a reason why they call him the Hulk, and it's because he smashes the competition. He did it in round 1 and again in round 2. Can he do it for round 3 and 4? We'll have to wait and see. But these other 5 drivers, they have to get it together. Now, we do know they have an advantage where they can take a pit stop, and I recommend they do it right now because that's going to give them fresh wheels, and I see that's the only way they're going to be able to catch the Hulk. Now, take a look at the Hulk's stats. He has a 24.39. That's the best track time for this round, which means he's going to earn an extra point to his overall score. score. These drivers have to get it together. Take a look at Mad Max, stalling out in lap number 6. What is going on here? If you want to catch the Hulk, you gotta perform.
Well, tensions couldn't be higher. We'll have to wait for rounds 3 and 4 to see what happens. Hey guys, don't go away. We have more diecast racing to watch right here at EP Videos.